Something Else by Alfred Gilbert, illustrated by Michelle Bell. One day, a caterpillar sat down on a leaf and gazed at the puddle of water beneath. Suddenly, he noticed his reflection in the puddle. "How ugly am I?" he thought to himself. "Gray and bare and ugly. I don't want to be a caterpillar. Why can't I be something else?" he thought as he crawled down from the leaf. "But how can I be something else? Perhaps if I had a shell," thought the caterpillar, "I could crawl inside it and be a snail." "Oh no," said the snails. "You're not a snail, you're a caterpillar." The snail's word made the caterpillar sad. He crawled out of his shell and went back to his place on the leaf. "Perhaps I had a colored skin," he thought. "I could crawl inside it and be a snake." What a nerve," said the snakes. "You're not a snake, you're a caterpillar." The snake's words made the caterpillar sad, and he crawled out the snake skin and went back on his place on the leaf. The snake's words made the caterpillar sad. He crawled out of the snakeskin and went back to his place on the leaf. "Perhaps if I had a shield of armor," he thought, "I could carry it proudly on my back and be a turtle." "Look at him," said the turtles. "You're not a turtle, you're a caterpillar." The turtle's word made the caterpillar sad. He pushed away the shield of armor and went back to his place on the leaf. "I know," he thought at last. "Feathers. If I had feathers, I could wrap them around my body, and I would be colorful. I would be beautiful and not bare, and I would be able to ruffle my feathers and fly from place to place." "Did you hear that?" cried the birds. "Fly. You need wings if you want to fly. And anyways, you're not a bird, you're a caterpillar, and you can't be anything else." When the caterpillar heard this, he felt very sad. He shook off his feathers and went back to his place on the leaf. "I always be a caterpillar," he thought sadly, "an ugly and bare caterpillar. I'll never be something else." The caterpillar closed his eyes, rolled over, curled himself into a ball, and lay still. "I'll cover myself up and go to sleep," he thought to himself, "and I'll forget the world." The caterpillar began to weave himself a blanket of fine thread. His mouth worked, and slowly his body became wrapped in a blanket of thread. Finally, the caterpillar was completely covered, and he was a ball of thread and lay there without moving. The snails and the birds and the turtles and the snakes all stood around the soft ball. They could not understand what was happening to the caterpillar. The bird pecked at the ball with a beak, but the caterpillar did not answer. "Hey, caterpillar, listen!" hissed the snake, but the caterpillar did not answer. "He's asleep," he said to the snail. "He fell asleep because he was so sad. Perhaps he'll be something else in his dream," said the turtle. "He'll be sleeping like a log," said the bird. "He's sleeping like a bear in a winter," said the snake. "He's sleeping like a cocoon," said the turtle. When will he come out?" asked the animals. The caterpillar slept, and the animals waited and waited. Then one morning, when the animals were sure that the caterpillar would never wake up from his sleep, they suddenly saw what the cocoon was beginning to move. "He's waking up!" cried the snake. "The caterpillar's waking up! Soon he'll come out to see us!" And a little opening appeared, and the ball of thread. But all the animals' great surprise, it was not a caterpillar at all that came out of the cocoon. It was a butterfly, a big a big, beautiful butterfly. He turned into a butterfly, cried the little turtle. The caterpillar turned into a butterfly. He did turn into something else. And the caterpillar who turned into a butterfly looked around in surprise, carefully spreading out his new wings. He fluttered them up and down in excitement. "What colorful wings!" cried the turtle in amazement. "And look, now the flirted them!" cried the snail. "He's taking off!" cried the snake. "He's flying!" cried the bird. The butterfly fluttered around happily, sat on a leaf, and sucked the nectar from the flower, and it called out, "Look, a butterfly!" Then it flew off to show the world his beautiful wings. The end.